fighter jets here. This is the F-15, the Eagle, another one of United States' great fighter jets of the 20th century. Like he was just telling me over here, he's a workhorse. What do you know about the F-15? I think you might be a little bit more knowledgeable about these things than I am.
It saved the world in Independence Day.
It did, you're right. It flew into the alien spaceship and killed it. So we all owe it a debt of gratitude for that.
I don't know what.
Was it Randy Quaid?
Randy Quaid.
Randy Quaid and the F-15.
I don't know a super ton of stats about this one. I just know that it is and has been a workhorse in the Air Force, and I think the Marines fly them too.
Right on. I flew it in a video game one time.
There you go.
It was good.
I know they're badasses.
Yeah.
That's really all I know about them.
They are. I think it's another one of those, it's a fighter jet, but it's really a multi-role aircraft where they can outfit it for whatever is needed. But it's obviously got air-to-air capabilities, air-to-ground, all that. You can tell it's fast. It's got two massive engines. And that thing is just built for speed and destroying stuff. It's pretty cool. Like I said, it's nice the Air Force puts this on, allows us to come out and all take a look. There's a minigun hiding there. You think that counts as concealed carry?
Well, let's see. In the state of Nebraska, I think he's okay.
I think he's okay?
Yeah.
Just a little bit of muzzle hanging out there, that's enough for open carry then?
I think he'll be alright. He just can't fly over California, Maryland, or New York.
That's right. Yeah, no one can fly over those states with anything. I think if you had a BB gun, you'd be in trouble there. Like we were saying, this thing's a pretty massive airplane. It's really good sized. You think of a fighter jet as being small and nimble, but this thing is pretty big. No doubt it can move pretty good though. This one comes to us from the 4th Fighter Wing. Checking out the AC-130. One of the coolest planes out there. What were you saying about the AC-130?
The story I heard about them is that they were looking for a new way to deliver ordnance down to the ground. They needed a new platform or something. Okay. They're like, well, why don't we put a bunch of guns on a cargo ship or a cargo plane? All right, what are we going to shoot? Well, we got these anti-aircraft guns laying around that are kind of obsolete. Why don't we see what happens when we shoot them down at the ground? And apparently,
it worked out.
They worked pretty well.
It worked out pretty well, huh?
So yeah, they've got the I don't know exactly what they are. They got
this guy will know.
That guy's carrying the shell over there.
Is he?
Carrying the? Oh, he's got the ordnance. That's pretty cool.
Looks like a beer can to me.
Anyways, what were you saying as far as the weaponry goes?
Just they got the big one, the big cannon. They got the medium one, and there should be a minigun on this thing.
Yeah, it's like a 120mm cannon, isn't it?
That sounds right.
It's like basically off like an Abrams tank.
Yeah.
And then there's the other cannon there. That thing just looks mean. Holy cow. Now that's seriously the business end.
I can smell the death from here.
Hold your head up next to that thing. That thing's as big as your head. Yeah. That's pretty cool.
Look, you can see through it.
Yeah, you can. It's pretty slick. The pilot was just telling me that we've got a variety of weaponry on this particular plane, the AC-130. This is a 105mm cannon, which is a single-shot cannon. Has to be reloaded after each shot by the crew on the inside of the plane. And it's an Army field piece that they retrofitted and adapted it to actually be fit on the side of this aircraft. That piece there, the little girl standing next to, is a 40mm cannon. That's a clip-fed cannon. It can provide continuous firepower to support troops on the ground and provide close air support. As you can see, though, it's older technology, prop aircraft, 4 engines, 2 on each side. But it continues to serve, continues to work well. It's pretty cool. The pilot was just telling me it's a neat aircraft to fly. You can feel the kick when the cannon goes off. As you can imagine, a big old shot like that going off in the air. Kind of reminds me of like a modernized version of an old pirate ship with the guns hanging out the side, flying around, patrolling. It's pretty cool. The AC-130 pilot was telling me about this plane. This is called the Spooky 71. It's a Douglas AC-47 gunship. He said it was basically the first gunship, and it's an old transport plane that they retrofitted with guns. There's a couple miniguns just hanging out the windows there, and it would provide ground support to forces on the ground, close air support. It's pretty cool. nice to see it here. We got some planes flying around. Some paratroopers jumped out. They're doing some loops around them. A couple biplanes. Well, one's a biplane. Treated to what's called the Elephant Waltz by the Beech 18 aircraft, which is actually pretty impressive.